Oh, hey guys, MrWaheedulHaque here, back with another video. Today we're going to be installing the CPU on the CPU fan. It's a air cooler on the motherboard today. The motherboard that we're using is the Z690 MSI Mag Tomahawk Wi-Fi DDR5. So if you've not watched my last few videos, I've installed the RAM. I've installed the M.2s, all four of them. And what else? That's why really on the motherboard, and we've done a BIOS update. So yeah, fingers crossed that went well. We don't know yet still. So yeah, we're going to be installing the CPU today, which is the Intel i5. Let me bring it up for you. Intel i5 13600K, a very powerful processor. Beats the i7 of the last gen, the 12th gen, which is mad if you think about it. Okay, and the cooler we're going to be putting in is this cooler here, the ID Cooling SE214XT ARGB one. It is a bit cheap, it's £20. That's the reason I got it, because it's so cheap, and apparently it has very good reviews apparently. So yeah, and it's rated for 180 watts. This processor is 181 watts under load. So yeah, we're only 1 watt out, so it shouldn't be too much of a difference. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I'm going to do is, I've got some thermal paste here as well. I don't know if there's anything actually left in here. And I got MX2 there, Arctic MX2. It's better than the sachet that they give you in there. It's just they just give you a cheap one in there. So hopefully there's enough left in these that can do at least a good amount on the processor. But yeah, okay. First thing I'm gonna do is get rid of this cover, this black cover here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the black cover right there? All you do is lift this up. No, you don't lift it. Oh, do you? Bear with me guys, I've not done this in a long time. I don't want it to fling everywhere. Also make sure you touch some metal so you discharge yourself. Let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, so push down like this and pull to the right. That releases that. Then lift this up. This is just a cover, I believe. Sure, that was just a cover. Yeah, here it is. You just release it with these black things. Remove. I'm trying to remove it, my friend. If you could teach me how. Okay, I'll leave that up for now. Figure out how to take this cover off. It seems a bit stubborn. Okay, seems the process has to go in first for us to be able to remove that. So I guess we're going to be doing that. On this black thing there's a notch. I'm going to show you. There's a triangle notch. Can you see on the black cover of the CPU thing, right in the corner, pointing towards which direction the CPU needs to be facing. So it's pointing down there. So you have to align that notch on your CPU with that notch. So yeah, let's go ahead and lift this up again. Okay, so I'm actually going to twist the motherboard. Actually, that's a good thing I'm using this actually. I'm going to twist this entire thing around. Just makes it easier since we have to lift it up like this. You know what I mean? CPU is going to be sat in there. Looks a bit wet. I don't know. Let's see. Oh guys, this is the CPU in its all its glory. The i5 13600K guys. Okay, so it's got a notch on here somewhere. There's the triangle. Shows you which direction to install it. Very small though. You have to really keep an eye out for it. and the triangle on here. So the triangle on here is pointing this direction now to the right, so we'll be installing it this way. Alright, so you're just matching the triangle to the triangle. So like I said, for this you unlock it, you push it down, lift this up, and from this corner lift the lid up from this little handle. Now get your CPU ready, make sure you discharge yourself and everything. Trying to figure out how to get this out here without any damage. And there we go. Very carefully do this, hopefully. Okay, so hold it from these corners. Try and be as gentle as possible. There you go. Okay, so triangle is in the bottom corner. Oh, sorry. Triangle is in this bottom corner, as you can see. So now what you're going to do is line that corner up with this corner. So the triangle was in the bottom top right corner, wasn't it? Just double check. Yep, so triangle's facing up there, so you're lining up this triangle up that way, so it's just going to go in this way. So let me just hold it here, drop it in. Okay guys, CPU is in now. All I need to do is take this metal protector off now somehow. Just need to figure out how. Let me have a look. I can't see because it's so dark. Okay, remove. Do not touch socket contacts. Okay. Oh, so you just lift it from where it says remove. Bit of brute force, and yeah, it's out. And then from here, push this down, lock into place, just like that. CPU has been installed, and now you need to put some thermal paste on here, but I don't know whether to do that first or put on the CPU cooler. I think we'll put the CPU cooler on first. Okay, so yeah, CPU is in place now. Now we need to get the cooler out. There's the cooler. Alright, so there's 4 holes here, as you can see. I don't know how well you can see them. Wish I had a tripod, guys. Alright, you can see 4 holes there. Can you see them 4 holes, gold ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where your CPU cooler is going to go into the mounts. So this has a LGA 1700 mounting kit with it, so hopefully they give in everything. Let me have a look. Okay guys, so this is the fan. It's just a normal fan, RGB one. It's a 120mm one. And this is the cooling block, the radiator. Ooh, oh yeah, there's screws there. I was thinking I was making the noise. So yeah, if you watch my unboxing video, there was a bit of damage to it. Let me see what it is there. Just at the top there, can you see that one fin is a bit broken? Hopefully it shouldn't matter. We'll find out anyway if it doesn't do a good cooling job. Also guys, at the bottom of this there's a sticker. Make sure you take that off before installing. I'll show you. I'll take it off just before installing, not right now. And yeah, if you look carefully, this cooler, there's a longer side. It's not dead center. So that's dead center on the camera. Can you see one side's a bit longer? So the longer side is going to go, so this is the longer side. If you look at it dead on, you can see which side protrudes out. You can't see this side, you can see that side. So the longer side is going to go towards your RAM, so it's going to be fitted this way. So it's going to be sat like this. Reason for this is because the CPU fan is going to be sat on top of it, like that. And yeah, so if you can imagine it, that's the back of your case. So your airflow is going to be from this way, it's going to be flowing this way. So with your fan installation, let me show you about airflow. So how this is going to work is, you can have the fan facing this way with the radiator on the back. So as you know, air flows through this way. If you have it this way, it'll push air that way instead, which is not good. It'll be pulling out air, which is not efficient, whereas we want to pull air. So air is going to be coming in from the case this way, and then this is going to be pulling in more air that way, and the radiator is behind it, so the heat exchange is going to happen. And yeah, all that, it should cool it down basically, and you get the additional airflow above the RAM basically to cool this down a bit as well, so that's good. Okay, this is the mounting kit you get. There's two versions of this actually. They gave me the better one, the easier one, I guess. Let me see what we're gonna need. Okay, so that's just a generic mounting board with a 3M tape. So I'll take the 3M off, or should I leave it on? I don't know, up to me, I don't know, we'll find out if I can be asked. So yeah, that just has the mounting holes on, so that's for where the holes are. So this is gonna go underneath the motherboard. I'll show you that in a second. Put this somewhere clean. Okay, now you got these metal brackets. It doesn't matter which way they go, they're both the same. These are just gonna sit like that with the screws in. Oh, they get 4. Okay, so they get 4. You only need 2. These are called holding your fan in place. You're gonna have 2, 1 on each side. This will hold the fan to the radiator. I'll show you that as well, if I can figure out how to do it. Right now, let me move it out of the way. I'll just put whatever pots I need here for now. Okay. Now, that's the cheap thermal paste I was telling you about. That includes some. No point using this cheap one. This is as a last resort. But hopefully I have MX4 or MX2. If I don't, I'll be using this cheap one. This as a last resort anyways. There's 2 different types of screws, okay? You want to make sure you use the right one for your whichever motherboard you have, okay? So I believe I'm going to be using the grey ones, because I'll show you now. Mine's a LGA 1700, and this cooling kit is for 3 different processor types. Oops. Okay, so let me see. Does it say? Okay. In this kit you should get heatsink, yes, fan, brackets, yep. Intel backplate, yes. LGA 1200, AM5, AM4, 1700 as well you can do. So the 1700 is standoffs is grooved and grey color. Smooth and grey color is the one. Okay, so we need the grooved grey color. So okay, so we only need 4 of them. So they have mixed both of them together, so we don't want to look at the red ones at all. So as you can see, some of them are smooth, so they're not the ones we need. We need the grooved ones. So these 4 ones, these grooved ones, are the ones we're going to use. So let me take them out and get them ready. What's it dirty for? Okay, 2 more. So we've got 4 grooved ones out, then you got the 4 screws in there. I'll leave the screws in there for now. I'll use them when the time comes. Okay, what the hell am I holding in my hand? Alright, so all the kit's ready. We got everything we need, I think. So first things we're going to do is install the backplate. I don't know if I should put the 3M on or not, because if you put that 3M on, it's quite hard to take back off the cooler thing. quite hard to take it off this 3M thing here. I don't know if it'll be adequate cooling. That's the main thing. I want to make sure this is good cooling for the CPU. If not, I'm gonna change it and buy a more expensive one, maybe with a double fan, just or triple. We'll see. But yeah, so we're gonna flip this around and stick this on behind it, so it doesn't matter which way it goes, as you can see. All right. Okay, you can see the back plate there. So all I'm doing with this is shoving it on the back of that. So it can only go in one way anyway. That way doesn't fit, so you want to twist it around. That way doesn't fit either. We might have hit our first problem, guys. Does not want to fit in there. The bottom two hole lines up, but this two holes don't. So we might have hit our first problem, guys. It's a bit off design, I think. Let me see. They didn't give us any other mounting brackets, did they? No. So yeah, I don't know how to show you. Oops. As you can see there, these top ones don't want to go in. The bottom ones are lined up perfect. I'm just gonna twist it around and stuff. See if don't want to do that stuff. Alright, let me try see if this fits. I am an idiot, guys. You can move these. So LGA 1700, you need to push them all the way out. That's why it was not fitting. That's on me, guys. That's on me. Okay, let's try that again then, guys. I was getting worried then for a second. I was thinking, why the hell is this not fitting? Then I remember it's a generic kit for a couple of different ones. Oh, this motherboard's got extremely heavy all of a sudden. Okay, let's try that again. I wish I could show you a better angle, but can't really do much. Alright, so all I'm doing is putting it underneath, sticking it into the holes. Still off center, guys. Let me move it down a bit. You have to adjust these quite a bit just to get them in place. Got that one in. This one needs to move in a bit. So you just gonna have to keep doing adjustments, guys, which is pretty shit, if I'm being honest. A bit more iron. What the hell? Won't be here for a while, guys. Okay, bottom two lines up. Now I need to move in the right one. I'm doing a hole by hole, adjusting, get to make sure they fit in, and then adjusting. And be gentle with this, by the way. Now it's too far down. What the hell? Can never get it right, guys. Oh my god. Can never get it right. Fuck's sake. Alright, guys. I'm gonna pause the video figure this out myself somehow. So all I'm doing is constantly adjusting them. Pretty shit design to be fair. Wait, do it from here. How is that so far off center? Doesn't make any sense. See, we've got 3 of them now. We're struggling to the last one. Oh, there you go. Fucking hell, that was a fiddly. Okay, posts are in now. That was a headache to do. But yeah, take this off here so I can show you. So yeah, them posts are in now, so I can put the fucking CPU thing in now. Fuck my life. That took the piss, guys. Good thing I didn't put 3M. Good thing I didn't take the 3M off. It would have been very hard to do that. It would have stuck down straight away, and it would have been, because I had to make loads of adjustments. So yeah, these generic kits aren't the best, but it is 20 quid. You can't really complain, can you? Okay, so next step is we're gonna put these brackets on. So let me just stretch my leg a bit. My leg's died. Alright, give me a second, guys. Now guys, I believe you put the silver things on now. Which are these? So one side is just, you just put it in the side that fits, which is the bigger side. It just sits on top like a nice circle, you know. Sits very nicely. It only goes in one way, so can't really get that wrong, to be fair. Okay, next thing you want is this. Which way do, so because your fan's going to be going into this, you want it facing up like that. So this one will go here. I'm going to screw all this in somehow. One second, guys. How are we going to do this without damaging anything? This one, I mean, it's all metal. I don't like metal, touching metal. Okay, guys, let me see. Let me get the screws ready as well at this stage. Now, guys, I've decided we are going to install these with the screws in. I think that's what you're meant to do anyway, otherwise it falls. So LGA 1700, I believe, is the bigger one, the wider one. So there's 2, obviously. There's this one and that one. So I'm going to put it in the bottom one. Put 2 in. Make sure this nub is on the outside. And then hopefully it fits in there. Ooh. Got it. Just need to tighten it now, guys. Okay, that was very dangerous. That was just bobbing about everywhere. Let me twist this upside down, see if that doesn't do. Okay, let me twist these upside down. think it's going to be flat on the top and groovy on the bottom. Maybe that's why he was flying about. Oof, that was dangerous. Very risky that one was. So yeah, let's try that again. Just tightening it by hand a bit, just so it doesn't fall and break my PC, my motherboard. It's quite fiddly, this one, bloody hell. Oh no, it does work though, it definitely works. Okay, so I screwed this side down, it's gone down quite well. Doing the same on this side now. So it is going in, not an issue with that. So I'm tightening it, not too over tight. That's sturdy. Now we're going to do the other side, hopefully. So when you install these standoffs, let me show you. Make sure the groovy side is facing the bottom, because I had it upside down, that's why it was wobbling. That was a bit dangerous, so make sure it's up like that. See, the thing is, with the guides, they don't tell you anything. So you have to just do this all by yourself and figure it all out. At the same time, you know what I mean? Which is quite dangerous. But it is what it is. Okay, so now we know the trick already. You just install the screws first into this. So LGA 1700 is the wider one. Can you see there's two screw holes there? So we want the wider one. If you got the LGA 1200, you use the other screw hole, the tiny one. And if you got AMD, you use this corner tiny one. Okay, so again, what we're going to do is push it in, hold it in place with my hands, push it in so it doesn't touch any metal and short anything, and then tighten it by hand a bit just so it holds in place while I do this shit. Should be enough, so I can just tighten it into place. There you go, nice and snug. Keep tightening it. So it is a bit of a hassle to install this one. Gotta make sure these bits don't come off my, Alright, that was a headache, but that's another headache out the way. Next headache is, now we have to put some thermal paste on, okay? So we're gonna try the MX4 first. Hopefully there is some left. I'm gonna do the X method, so bloody hell, this is on here tight, isn't it? There you go. I guess hopefully there's some left. I'm going to try to do the X method. Oh, I think we hit the last bit. Yep, MX4 is finished. We managed to do half a line. A bit thick and then it went thinner. So yeah, MX4 is finished. Let's try the MX2. This feels a lot heavier, so hopefully there's some left of this. Again, this is better than any of the cheap one that they've given, so I have to be very careful. Yep, that's coming out now. Just continue that. So I don't want to put too much on, otherwise it'll spill around the edges. Just doing a nice cross. And that should do. So yeah, MX2 came for the savior, guys. So MX4 is finished. Okay, that's ready for the heatsink. I think I put a bit too much there, so I might take a bit off with the spatula. Leave it actually, as long as it doesn't spread too much about. Should take a bit off. There you go. Spread it a bit around more. There you go. Spread it inwards more so it doesn't spread out more towards the middle. Alright guys. Okay. Quite a headache putting this together, guys. Yeah, I think I used quite a lot of paste there. Hopefully it doesn't spill out the edges. Alright. So next thing we need to install is the actual fin. So let me zoom out. There you go, this thing here. So again, the longer side is, this side's the longer side, so we're going to be installing it this way. And yeah, you can already see. How does that work then? What does that sit on? Have I done this wrong or something? I don't know what the hell's going on here. That's many going that. What? Have I put these screws in wrong? I have no clue, guys. Because that should go like that. Straight on top like that. It's missing a bracket or something. Yeah, these coolers are very fiddly. I don't know, guys. It doesn't look like it's going to fit there. It looks too short. What do you think? Look, if I put it down, it needs to go in these holes. This hole here. That's too short. Does not make any sense to me, guys. Either this kit is wrong. It does say 1700 it supports, but fucking hell, it doesn't seem to be right. It's quite off, the measurements. The measurements are very off. If you have a look at it, look at that. Even if it was fit that way, I don't see it working. That's meant to sit there. Just not going to work, is it? Don't know what to do, guys. I have to return it. I don't know what the fuck they done here, the donkeys. Fuck's sake, guys. This is LGA 1700 and it doesn't fit the LGA 1700. What kind of a shit company is this? I guess you get what you pay for, 20 quid. Because look, that is not going to fit. Measurements off by 1.5 miles. What a waste of my life. All the hard work as well. Bloody hell. Or maybe, guys, I've installed it wrong. Maybe I'm the donkey. I think these maybe have to be twisted inwards. So this one is on that one is on the other one. Maybe I am the donkey. Bloody hell, I'm making a lot of amateur mistakes here, guys. Not because I'm half asleep. So I'm going to take this off now very carefully. Hoping not to drop any screws. Because it's all metal. So yeah, I have to be very careful. So I'm going to switch that one to that side, that one to that side. Because I just realized that faces inwards then. Fucking hell, guys, I am a donkey. So yeah, maybe I am a donkey, guys. So there, look, it would be sat there like this now. So it will be a bit more inwards. Hopefully that's right then. I need to switch that to the other side and switch that to the other side. I'm being very careful right now to get these screws out without dropping them. Because you don't want to touch metal, you know. You might short your circuit, your motherboard out. It's very dangerous. I'm trying to be as careful as I can, guys. Alright guys, give me 1 second. Alright guys, time to switch them around. Bloody hell, that was a mistake. That was my fault though, I think. Alright. Screw in a bit by hand, just so it holds in place. So if it doesn't work now, then it is actually a manufacturing problem. I think it's just me. Okay, that's a lot closer to the processor than last time, so hopefully this will work this time. I think it was just me being a donkey. Okay, so you want it facing inwards. Again, push this in by hand, the screw, and then screw it down by hand. Just so it holds in place. There we go. That's a lot closer now. That should hopefully fit. Just gonna double check it, make sure before I do anything. That was my mistake, I think. Okay. Whew, what a headache, guys. Alright, which is the longer side? That side. Ah yes, perfect fit. Okay, now we know what we're doing. Fucking hell, that was my fault, guys. So yeah, make sure you don't do that mistake like I did. Make sure the fins are facing inwards, like that. So it should be like a curve like that, inwards. So if it's how it was for mine, you switch them around, that's it. Alright guys, it's a beginner mistake to make because I'm a beginner anyway when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm used to installing normal fans, very easy fans, you know, just 4 screws, boop boop boop. This is next level shit with the radiators. So now I'll remove this sticker now. Underneath here you got your 4 copper things here. Can you see? That's what's going to make contact with the motherboard. I still think I put too much paste on, maybe I put too much paste on. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to reduce it a bit with a spatula. I think I put way too much on. Putting too much on is also a problem, guys. Okay, I've reduced it quite a bit. Just gonna take a bit more off, I think. Just off. Where should we take it off? Just there. That should be okay. We still got a square, flat surface. I mean, we still have a X. I mean, all right, guys. So again, we want the fat side on this side, the longer side towards this side, because that's the back of the case. The fan's going to be sitting this side, so that's what we're doing. Just double check nothing else is missing before I put this in. Yep. So put that down where the screw is. Oh. I think that's in place. Okay. Start screw one side down a bit. You want to start screwing the other side a bit. You want to do even amounts on each side, a little bit of each side. I think this is screwing it, I can't tell. Maybe not, let's see. Oh no, it is definitely screwing it. Just gotta keep going. Oh, that one's not even on that one. Wait a minute. Is that even on there? Yeah, it's not on. There you go. What the fuck's going on here? Is it literally stuck down from the thermal paste? Oh, it's a thermal paste that stuck all this down. What the hell? That was stuck down from thermal paste alone. There you go. We've got one side, it's the other side we need to get in now. This side springed into action. Let's see, why is this side not sitting down? Doesn't seem to want to go down on that side. Seem to be getting a lot of issues with this cooler. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. No, I got it. You just have to wobble it about quite a bit. Once it's there, you got it though. What the hell? And then go from one side to the other side, keep tightening it. Just take a bit of a piss. Is a bit of a piss take. Keep tightening it. Each side. That side's very tight now. Oh, what's happened? Oh, one very low battery up on me. Okay, this side is very tight. This side is tight as well now. Okay, that is very tight and nice now. Now guys, it's time to install the fan now. So here you got the CPU fan header. So that's the one we're going to be using. So let me get the fan out. And like I said before, air gets drawn in from this side. So the cage side is very, if you have it facing this way, it's going to pull out air from that instead, which is not right. You need air going into it. So you want the fan facing this way, so air will come, because the back of the case is here, because that's where the IO shield is. So imagine that. That's the back of the case. Air's flowing in from this way, so it's coming in like that. So you want this fan facing this way, so then it pulls in the air, and the air will go through these little fins here and then clear out the back through the exhaust, you know. So that's why you want it set up this way, in this direction. Okay, and then the wires, this keeps popping out for some reason. These damn wires, isn't it? You could generally put any fan on there, to be honest, any ARGB fan, because that's just a normal 12mm ARGB fan. So if this one does my head in, I'll just put one of my other ones in, because I got 2 extra spare anyway that I bought with my kit. So yeah, like I said, on this side there's going to be extra space. That's so this can sit there. Look, this literally sits on the screw, just like that. Literally sits on the screw, doesn't impede anything. A bit of airflow is going to hit the RAM, which is good. It's going to cool down the RAM a bit as well. Not bad, is it? Okay, so how do you clamp these in? They give you these clamps. Not entirely sure how to use them, but I'll try my best. So we want it like this. So here they have hooks. Do you see these holes? That's what you're going to be using to put these in place. So I believe this goes in here, that goes in there. Push it in, push it in. Alright, so now you have this like hook thing, and I believe it's going to sit here. Can you see here? There's a bit of a groove, so I think that's how it's going to sit. So yeah, let me just get this in place. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, you need to give it a bit of a stretch. There you go. Give it a bit of a stretch, push it straight in. So one side's on, I need to get the other side on now with another clamp. So again, we're doing the same thing. Just twist this around. Alright, get everything down here so you can see. Right, so doing the same thing again. Clamp in the first bit. Clamp there. Another clamp there. Push it in. Okay, and now I'll show you what we're doing on the side, so you can see everything. Okay, from sideways views. So yeah, can you see this radiator here? All you're doing is, get this straight up, get this lined up. Alright, so it's lined up now, and then all I'm going to do is pull this, tighten it into place, and then stick it on the back of this radiator fin. Give a bit of a stretch. There you go, till it locks into place like that. That should not go anywhere now. And that's it set up, guys. Finally, that took the absolute piss. I'm just going to make sure all the sides of the cooler's in. Yep, both sides are in, clamped in place nicely. Now if you wanted, you could add another fan on the back. Actually, I might actually do that, because we do have the clearance and I do have more fans. So on this side I might put another fan but exhaust, so it'll be pumping the air out. So this one's pulling air in, so air's coming in this way, then I'll have another one pumping it out through the back. I might do that. Actually I might do that, yeah, because they've given additional 2, they've given another 2 of these clamps, so I might be able to do that actually. So yeah, I might actually do that, guys. Okay, so CPU fan. Alright, so now you got these cables. That's your ARGB. There's your CPU fan one. So the CPU fan is right here. CPU fan 1. All you do is put this into place. You can only go in one way, which is this way. So I'll just pop that into place. Just make sure I'm doing that right. Yep. Okay. There you go. Shove that into place. That's ready now. And then okay, that's ready. And then ARGB. Need to find the ARGB to use. J Rainbow 3. That's our ARGB, so we can use that one. So that's perfectly placed as well. Good area. Don't have to twist anything about. Just pop that in there. Wiggle that on. And yeah, that's in now, I believe. Okay, so that fan's ready as well now. So what I can do now is I might actually put another fan on the back. We'll see how the temps are first. If the temps are okay without it, then I'm not going to bother putting another fan on the back. You know, I might as well add the extra fan, because I do have plenty of fans. What do you think, guys? Alright guys, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Give you a better angle of all this stuff. So yeah, that's the cooler, that's the CPU, there's your fan. So this is the way the case is going to be. So air's coming in this way, this is going to be spinning, pushing air through here, cooler, while this block's going to be hot, so it's going to be dragging all that heat up into this, and then because of the motion of the air, it's going to be coming out the back, flowing straight through the exhaust. So yeah, but yeah, we're going to tidy these wires up. Obviously not right now, but yeah, we'll tidy them up whenever, we'll see. For now it's okay. So yeah, next video, what should we do? We'll do a installation of the motherboard to the case. Where are the standoffs? Motherboard standoffs, let's see. Hi guys, so I went and got one of my other fans and yeah, it worked. Managed to put another fan on there, and then for the power we're using the system fan. It says system fan 1, because we have 6 system fan slots, so we have plenty. J Rainbow 2, that's for the ARGB, so it'll light up. So yeah, this one's facing the other way. So okay, so this is how your PC is going to be set. Okay, air's going to be going in, so this fan's going to be pushing air this way, yeah, and this fan is going to be pulling air that way, so that's going to be pulling air that way. So yeah, that should make a good vacuum. I mean, not vacuum, cooling. It should be cool. That should be a good design. That not bad, is it? And yeah, I don't think we should have any problems with clearance. If we do, then I'll take this side off in it, obviously, if there is a clearance issue. But yeah, the wiring's a bit messy at the moment. We'll have to sort that out once it's all on the motherboard and stuff. But yeah, that looks mental, guys. 2 fans, mental. Even though the ARGB side's on the other side. Oh no. Oh yeah. The ARGB on this fan is like a ring. Can you see that ring? So you will be able to see a bit, I guess. So hopefully it should be alright. But yeah, it'll light up the fins anyway, so that's another benefit, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye, guys. Okay, alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.